Hey everybody, on this episode we're gonna replace the braking system here, and then we're gonna add some electronic wires and see if we can't figure out how to get it all fired up with all the battery that we got over there. The parts for this dang old thing are so cheap, I just decided to get a whole wiring electrical kit. It comes with literally every wire on the machine there that you might ever need. It was $37 on the old Amazon, and I figured since the braking don't work on it right now, I should probably just replace the whole master cylinder on it, so when my 2-year-old kid's driving this son of a gun around, he can stop a little bit. So this thing I think ran me about 16 doll hairs, and it should replace the junker that's on there now. So this thing's going to be pretty spiffed up. So it looks like we have a 12 millimeter and 2 10s to take this bad boy off. Oh man, we're slinging stuff everywhere. Frig, boys. Looks like it had a little bit of rusty fluid in there. It's pretty gross. And let's rip off these 2 10s. Oh, wrong way. This has, I'll show you. Hopefully it'll maybe go into focus. This says up. So you would guess that up means that faces up. Trash. But on the new one, up is on the bottom of it. So I guess I have to take that off because those Chinese bastards that sent me this put it on upside down. Those sons of guns are always trying to trick me into shit. I mean, working on this thing is so freaking easy. You don't even have to take the handlebars off to remove this. The parts are cheap. So if anybody's ever talking crap on a Chinese 110 ATV, man, this thing is real nice and simple. Alright, so that's not going anywhere. Pop the 12er back on. You got your nice little banjo bolt here. So you got a washer. Uh-oh. This son of a gum ain't coming out easily. Where the hell did my other hammer go? Is there one of my tool belt over yonder? Son of a nutcracker. I think they're both in the house, both the good small hammers. Uh-oh, lost the bolt. I think it's just this. There we go. Thread it out on the nut, on the washer, and it'll come out, and then thread it back in there, pop it on that, right in the trash. There. So it was just stuck in there a little bit, and there's little O-ring type deals on the inside of this washer to seal it up nice. And now chuck her back in there. Don't go zipping on it right away. Make sure that you got the thread started at least if you're using a zipper. That way you don't go stripping everything from here to the moon. And wipe your hands off so you don't dirty or tool up. Uh-oh. And that should do it. Alright, next, to add fluid, remove the 2 screws up top. And pop that in a safe place. It says to use 3.4 fluid. And I'm pretty sure it's a self-bleeding system where you just keep working the lever and you'll see bubbles come flopping out. And you do that until it sucks down your fluid. And now I'm starting to get an actual nice pedal. Oh, there we go. And we're squirting the fluid back up. And there's gentle now. There's some bubbles coming up. So just work it slowly until you don't have any more bubbles. So there's a, whoa, gentle guys. Go gentle, go slow. But now you have like pedal, I want to call it, but only a little bit of bubbles coming out. And I think that that's going to be good. A little bit there, a little bit there, and our sight glass is full. So, I mean, we can add just a little bit to top it off, but there should be plenty in there now. So, in theory, careful. Gotta make sure that this rubber piece goes back on there. That's what seals it off, so you don't get more air in there. So be aware of that and where your screws are going. Trying to get these guys down pretty close and even for snugging. That's metal cap. I don't think you have to go crazy tight, but you do want to have it tight enough so it's going to stay on there and seal. Now we have what I would consider to be brake pedal. Make sure you're not leaking down anywhere on your fittings. Let's move it forward a little bit. Back, yep, so it's, woo, it stops good now. All right, so that's the brakes, guys. That's nice and fixed. Now let's wiggle around with a couple electronics.